you look at it and you're just like, wow, this thing is gigantic. It dwarfs all the other buildings. It dwarfs the RCA Dome. I mean, you're walking up to it, right next to it. Pure excitement to get in and see what's actually in here.
Yeah, the concourses are much wider here.
Being inside, I think the coolest thing is the amount of natural light. Being used to going to the dome and everything like that, you go inside and you actually feel like you're in a bubble. I mean, you kind of are, but this place, you're walking down the corridors, you're walking up the stairs. Once you actually get into like the playing field area, there's just natural light everywhere. It feels like the sun is in the building.
The press box runs the whole length of the field.
It's just so big and so open. They use their open space very well. You know, I mean, the grass in the field's not there yet, but you walk in, you can just envision Peyton Manning throwing a touchdown to Marvin Harrison, or you can just see it in there, and it's just going to be awesome.
Kind of corners in them. So this is one of the concession areas with the brick on there, obviously.
We actually went to the club level and checked out the club level, and they're going to have some higher end concessions and stuff like that. So it wasn't finished yet, but you can tell that it's going to be a little bit different from just going to your normal ballpark or football field. And then from there we went into an actual suite. One of the key things from the suites that I really took from it was the walls. You can move the walls, you can unlock them, and they're glass, and you can move them out of the way. So that if the roof's open, it's a nice day, and you want to get that air or whatever in there, or you want to shut the crowd noise out, you have the option of opening or closing them.
See the horseshoe?
Yeah. Once we left the suite, we headed up the stairs, which is quite a long ways, so thank God there's 14 escalators in the new building, because it was a hike.
There's the view.
From the south side looking, you can see the actual skyline of Indianapolis, and it's an amazing view. It's absolutely astonishing. And there's absolutely not one obstructed view in the place. I know, being in the dome a couple times, and I've sat up behind a few poles, so the seating layout's awesome. There's not going to be a bad seat in the house, even if you're at the top row.
What they have on here, it's like they got one button and they got another button. You got to be pushing both buttons at the same time.
Some of the key things are going to be the roof, obviously, and he was explaining how all the mechanical parts of the building are independent of each other. When the windows on the north side open, doesn't necessarily mean you have to open the roof, or if you want to open one side of the roof, you can take, you know, the east side down and leave the west side up, or however you want to do it, vice versa.
That steel over there and the steel up over here, you can see that's the back of the large screen TVs.
The new screens are gigantic. I know sometimes in the RCA Dome, you're not hindered, you can definitely see them, but you go to other venues and you're like, wow, that's an extremely large TV. They have two of them in this place, and they're just going to be gigantic. I think Lucas Oil Stadium's a great place for a Super Bowl. Indianapolis is a very nice city downtown. It's one of the cleaner downtowns that I've been in. There's a lot to do downtown Indianapolis. The size of the stadium is going to be able to handle a lot more people than we're used to. I think there's plenty of hotels downtown now that can handle it and everything. So I don't see why we couldn't have it in Lucas Oil Stadium.